Hey, Snow,
Hey, MJ.
you know, we should be like, when we do the podcast, we should have like the news on with a ticker on it so we know. Because we were literally talking about the shutdown at this time last week, why they were just about to vote to end the shutdown.
Oh my God. Yeah, the caving of the eight, we should say seven Dems and one
Independent.
independent.
Yeah.
Because I was so mad at first. I was like, fuck this. I'm changing my political party.
Me
Then I
too.
find
Me
out,
too.
then I find out one of them's independent. I'm like, well, fuck that. Guess I'm staying a Dem.
Yeah, I almost switched my affiliation this week too.
Oh, just because I was like, dude, you guys just have no fucking balls.
Yeah,
Where are your balls?
you were right there. They were just about to give in because the news was looking so bad for them.
And you got nothing. Okay, I equate this to I'm a Teamster. I equate this to that. I have been on strike before. You know, these eight folks are nothing better than scabs. As far as I'm concerned, you fucking conceded and you didn't get shit.
Yeah, and
You're worthless.
it just changes the narrative to yes, it was a democratic shutdown.
Right?
43 days for nothing.
Fucking morons. And did you guys not pay attention to the election results?
Yeah, no shit.
You fucking
Dude.
stomped them. You cleaned house.
I will say, fucking the news cycle is just like a roller coaster because you had the election and you're way up here and then you drop off. You
Plummet.
drop off. And what happens like a couple days later, we'll get into this in a few minutes about the Epstein files and then boom, right back up again. It's just fucking nuts.
I mean, yeah, you know what? In all seriousness, they're lucky that those eight are lucky that the Epstein emails just came out. Like all the juicy emails. That kind of takes away from their cowardice, like then now the main focus is on this. So they're not really looking at chicken shit
Right.
Dems and one independent.
Right. So I'd say this: Democrats in the House know how to play the game. The ones in the Senate, it's just bullshit because all eight of those either they're retiring or they're not up for another 2 to 4 years. And
Right.
the way people are, they're just going to forget about what happened this week, last week.
I'm not going to forget. Some
Yeah.
people won't forget. The people who follow politics, they're not going to forget. They better hope and pray that it's kind of the same on our side as it is on the right side, where they don't pay attention a lot. That there's more that don't pay attention all the time. They
Right.
still vote, but they don't pay attention. They better hope that there's more of those
Well,
on the left.
I think what people are going to pay attention to is their healthcare premiums over the next few months.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, even if people don't pay attention that much, if they live in the states where these buttholes live, the cowards, like when it does eventually roll around to reelecting them, you don't think the candidate running against them won't bring it up?
Yeah.
Oh, they will bring it up. And then people might be like, yeah, my insurance is fucking higher from them. Some of them might even be like, yeah, I no longer can afford health insurance because of them. I basically lost my health insurance because I can't afford it.
Yeah. And it all boils down to is, the ACA, Obamacare, whatever you want to call it. It was flawed. Yes, it was flawed because that wasn't the original idea of what the healthcare plan was supposed to be. It got so watered down just so it would pass that you came up with this. And then you had the subsidies during COVID, went down. And now they're back up to, well, I think even higher than pre-COVID levels now, just with, the way insurance companies just operate. The healthcare system's fucking broken in this country. And
It's a joke.
the fact that the United States we're the only ones with this fucking issue.
Mm-hmm.
I think every other country, I wonder what Russia does for healthcare.
I don't know. Do they
it certainly can't be
actually,
this.
or did they just throw sick people out of buildings? I don't,
They could.
I don't know. You never know with that.
Well, in Siberia, it's built on you get sick. We have to send you to the Siberian hospital. We had the finest doctors there.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, so fucking, at least the shutdown is over. Because it was to a critical point with the SNAP benefits and everything else out. But you can't believe that fucking, if you're conservative and your choice is higher health care costs or we're going to starve poor people. This is our platform.
Right.
And that's, how is a Christian, because a lot of Christians are conservative, how do you take that in? Like, okay, higher health care, starve the poor.
Because they follow the teachings of Paul, not Jesus. Yeah. So that's how they do it. And they're convinced that those Paul teachings are Jesus. They've convinced themselves, or whatever cult they're in has convinced them of that. You know what I mean? Their church has convinced them of that.
Do you, not like I would do this, I almost sort of do. I almost sort of want to go to church here in town and just see what the fuck they talk about.
Right? I know. I mean, I'm not going to, but no, yes, I
couldn't take it.
It's like if someone could go and like record it and then just cut it down to certain specific parts where they were saying shitty things or something.
Well, I mean, I know some of them, they post them online. I suppose we could go in there and weed through it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that'd be...
But still, like, I can't say, like, if you go, like, stay, like, anywhere in the Bible Belt, because of all my travels. Yeah. And you know how a lot of hotels will offer free breakfast? Yeah. Well, they'll have a big-ass TV down there, and they're always playing, like, fucking Joel Osteen or some shit on there. I'm like, oh, God, can't I eat my breakfast in peace?
Or if you're, like, driving through, say, Indiana, and you see all the fucking Jesus billboards and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's that, too. Yeah, they're everywhere, man.
Oh, God. So fucking the Epstein files. Well, no, it wasn't the Epstein files.
It's the emails.
Yeah, it's the emails from the Epstein estate that were released on it.
Right.
So emails from Jeffrey Epstein to certain other people on it. And it was interesting to say the least on it. Mm-hmm. Like, supposedly... Epstein went to Thanksgiving at Mar-a-Lago in 2017. And this is after Trump said that he hadn't had anything to do with him since 2011 when he kicked him out of the club because he was a creep.
Right.
So riddle me this.
But then they had Thanksgiving together.
So riddle me this. If it's all a fucking hoax, like fucking he says it's all Democrat hoax to take away from how horrible they did during the shutdown. Okay. How come he orders Pam Bondi to order an investigation into Clinton and other Democrats that may be in the Epstein files? It cannot be both. It cannot be a hoax, and you cannot call for an investigation.
And like, why would I struggle to realize why he would do that anyways? At one point he was friends with all of them. Like,
right. Yeah, he was Democrat.
I mean,
he was friends with Clintons.
Yeah, you have been seen in pictures in the old days with palling around with Bill Clinton
Yeah,
and Hillary
yeah,
Clinton.
and truth be told, I haven't seen anything really incriminating, at least with pedophiles yet. Yet. So why, if you haven't done anything wrong, why wouldn't you be like, just release it, especially if it's incriminating to the Democrats?
Because I personally think that he did do stuff. I mean, I struggle too.
Yeah, I mean,
Since it's hard for me, like a lot of people are like, yeah, it just, and even if he is in there, it doesn't mean that he did anything. And I'm like, yes, that's true, but I think he did. I mean, that's just my own
well,
gut feeling about
trying to
it.
cover it up really makes you think that there's something in there. Plus, there was like he had said that Trump spent time alone with one of the victims,
Hmm.
and it
Like hours.
hours alone.
What are you doing for hours alone with a teenager?
Yeah, I mean that's perfectly okay with Megyn Kelly, right? I mean
Yeah,
that
because
was
at least she
disgusting.
wasn't 5.
Yeah,
I mean, oh my God, I couldn't even keep water down after that. Like I had heard that. I'm at work and then I try to take a sip of my water and the thought doesn't leave your head right away. And I'm just like, and like just water. I'm like, oh, I can't even keep my water
what
down, dude.
what kind of now she wasn't talking about Trump. She was talking about Epstein. How Epstein was into barely legal girls. Now, barely legal. 15 isn't barely legal.
How was she ever a lawyer?
Uh,
Like,
She's
seriously. How,
she's no. uh, She has no morals, is what her problem is. That's pub. No, she
but
probably
that
doesn't. She
but
says,
that's law though. Okay? Like it was brought up, they're like, yeah, but what's the age of consent? Because it's lower in some states. The lowest it is 16. So last time I checked, 15 is under 16. That's not legal.
yeah. Well, she's trying to make the justification, I think, because if something does come out about Epstein and underage girls, that therefore she can somehow try to defend Trump in this stuff. And then you know what the argument's going to be like if there's pictures that come out about this because allegedly there's pictures on it. Um, she'll probably make that. Well, look at her. She doesn't look like a 15-year-old. She looks much older, right? You know how they do that victim shaming shit.
Mhm.
You know that's probably where it'll go next.
You know, the best comment I heard about the whole Megyn Kelly commenting about that was Megyn Kelly is saying this to try and be relevant because the last time she was relevant, she had Roger Ailes' dick in her mouth.
Oh my God.
Right. I about died on that one.
That explains a lot. I mean, that'd probably explain why she didn't keep her NBC show.
Well, why doesn't she just hand her what if she feels so strongly about this? Would she let her? She has a 14-year-old daughter. Would you let your 14-year-old daughter go hang
Right.
out with Trump for a couple hours
Right.
alone?
Well, probably not now, but 6 months from now, when she turns 15 or whenever, I mean, probably then it'll
Oh,
be
she's
okay.
too young right
Yeah,
now.
it's too
But
young right now.
once
Yeah.
she turns 15, Trump, would you like to, hang out with my teenage daughter for a few hours
Yeah.
alone?
Fucking, and Caroline Levitt, fucking, how do you think she lives with herself?
I think she cries in the shower.
Yes, she has to.
She has to.
I know, she probably looks out and looks at the old man that she married and then just goes back and just cries in the shower.
God, she is such a pathetic fucking loser, too.
You think you would just have to I don't know, what you would shoot yourself up with just to get yourself through those press conferences of just lying.
I don't know.
She's kind of like the Rush or the Nazi lady in the Ed Gaines sort of story.
Yeah, because she's such a fucking bitch, too. Her tone, when she's up there doing the press conference stuff, she comes across as so fucking cunty. It's not just her, defending Trump, but it is in the cuntiest tone
Could you
ever.
imagine being married to her?
No.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, she is sort of pretty, but I could not put up with that.
She sort of looks like Skeletor, though. She's got like that kind of look, like she's like a pretty Skeletor.
Oh, we're getting canceled for fucking body shaming.
It's not body shaming, it's face
Face shaming.
shaming. She has a very bony, prominent face. I mean, it's very, you can see her skull bones a lot.
I will have to say, the best part of the emails was allegedly Trump was giving fellatio to a Bubba.
The Bubba.
Now, Bubba, as you know, is Bill Clinton's nickname. Now, I have more respect for Bill Clinton to think that would actually happen.
So I wonder, well, he does like blowjobs. I mean, that is a fact. The whole world knows that.
Yeah.
I wonder who started this then, because they tried to say that it was Mark Epstein.
It was an email between Jeffrey Epstein and his brother.
And his brother, Mark.
Yeah.
But I wonder who did it, though. Like, who, because I thought it was said that it was like AI, that AI faked it or something. Or
way back then?
Or changed it? Like, well, then how was it debunked?
Well, yeah, but it's an email between two people. Where's the proof?
I know. How is it how have they said that it's completely, they're like, no, that turns out that's false.
No, because the brother came out and said the Bubba that we're referring to is not Bill Clinton.
Oh, so he gave head to another guy.
Well, this is where, do you want to take a sip before I tell you what another possible Bubba is?
Wait till I swallow.
Yeah. I wonder if Trump swallowed.
No, I can't even drink, dude.
Oh, let me know when you're ready, because this one's good.
I'm ready.
Okay. Guess what Ghislaine's horse is named?
Bubba?
Yes.
So he's blowing horses?
Either blowing Clinton or blowing horse. Unless there's another Bubba out there.
Well, I guess maybe Megyn Kelly will just spin it. Well, at least he blew a horse and it wasn't a guy.
At least it wasn't a 5-year-old.
That? I mean, she could come up with lots of excuses.
Yeah.
At least she just blew him, or at least he blew him and he didn't do anal. I mean, is she going to sit there and say shit like that to try to justify?
Just the mental imagery of it, though, no matter what Bubba is.
I don't even know if South Park knew that they really hit the nail on the head on this one.
There's no way, unless they had access to these fucking emails.
Wow.
Because, this week's episode, holy how the fuck?
Oh, both. Oh my God.
How do you get that unaired, number one? Number two, how do you not get canceled?
Oh, both.
Relax, guy.
Relax, guy.
It's just a horse.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Then there's fucking. What does JD do? Go back and fuck another couch during this news?
He gets banged by Trump and then he goes and bangs couches. I don't know.
Can you imagine JD all alone on his couch watching that episode of South Park?
Don't kink shame him. Don't you dare.
Fuck. In the upside down world, then fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene comes out today and apologizes for her rhetoric that helped fuel the political divide.
It just gets weirder and weirder. It's like, I'm still waiting though. Like, I mean, she's not on the level as horrible as Dick Cheney was, but like, you still are waiting for when will the real Marjorie Taylor Greene stand up? When is she coming back? I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't get
Yeah,
me wrong. I like everything she's been saying lately, which I didn't think I'd ever utter those words out of my mouth. But I actually am like, wow, she sounds like a reasonable fucking human being.
yeah,
But I still don't like the way that she
yeah,
votes. I don't like
but
her. I don't like her views
but
on a
but
lot of
but
things.
there were times where Marco Rubio sounded sane. There was times when Lindsey Graham sounded
That's
sane.
what I'm
There's times when
saying.
Mitch McConnell sounded sane.
That's what I'm saying. When is she going to return to typical Marjorie Taylor
Uh,
Greene?
Once the narrative switches to something else, I mean,
I keep wanting to test her by they need to show it live on TV where her interaction with Jasmine Crockett and just see how it goes. See if she can really contain
yeah.
herself,
I
because she
I
always attacks her.
I saw Jasmine sticking up for her the other day. Like girls got to stick
Well,
together.
yeah, but I would expect Jasmine to. I would not expect for it to be the other way around where Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't a bitch or trying to like talk down to Jasmine Crockett, because that is what she has done in the
Yeah,
past. Like, think she's above her. You know what I mean? Like, I
yeah,
would like to see the interaction now
and
when.
and again, you know, I supposedly Marjorie wants to run for Senate in Georgia,
Mhm.
but whoever she runs against is going to have all this fucking shit that she said for years and years and years. And like, you take this back? Do you take this back? Do you take this back?
And that's another thing. Like, I don't want either of the two senators losing their seats. I like
Mhm.
both Ossoff and Warnock.
Yeah.
I like both of them. So,
I mean, yeah, if Marjorie Taylor Greene though flips and say, is this what finally fucking gets rid of Trump, right? I mean, I think it's almost impossible to impeach and get rid of him unless there's something really horrific in there that comes out. You know, I
mhm.
mean, would she side with the Democrats on impeachment now? Maybe, but who knows? I don't know. It's kind of like that story of the scorpion on the frog. Hey, I gotta get across this river, and I'm gonna ride your back. And the frog's like, no, you're gonna sting me. And
Mhm.
fucking, no, no, why would I sting you? Then we'd both die. And then the frog goes, okay, and fucking swims out there, and the scorpion stings him and goes, hey, now we're both gonna die. Well,
I'm a
I'm a
scorpion. What'd you
scorpion. That's what I do.
expect?
you
Yeah.
know. So,
Like,
I mean, that's probably most likely what's going to happen on it. But
so who will she be running it? Will it be John Ossoff?
I don't know.
Because I think,
No, because he just got in, didn't he?
no, well, both of them did, but then
Oh
one
wait.
of them had to run again, and I thought that was Raphael Warnock. And
Oh,
so
okay.
I think that it would
Yeah.
be John Ossoff that she's.
I don't know. The 6 years throws me off on one
I
of
know.
those.
I know. Well, and it's when they win like the special election and they're only good for like the 2 years or whatever, and then they have to run again for their 6 year
Right, right.
term.
Kind of like when they,
Like Mark Kelly had to
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Yeah. Like when it's a situation like that, you know,
That makes it
like
makes it complicated.
that's why I think she might be running against Ossoff. I'm not entirely sure. But I know for a fact Warnock has already run twice and won twice.
I don't know. Do you think this is what does it for Trump? Personally, I don't. I think somehow he still manages to skate.
Oh, oh, his I mean, I think that it would have been bad for him let's pretend that that email was true about the whole Bubba and it being Bill Clinton and Trump blowing him. If that came out that that was true, I think that would hurt him. But that's because his um most of his supporters are so, anti LGBTQ because they consider that woke. So, but I think I think the stuff with the girls, I honestly believe this. Uh I think there will be some of them that won't like it and they will jump ship, but I think most of them will think that he's fucking cool for this because I think that most of them, they'll make up excuses like, well, it wasn't my daughter. I don't have a daughter. Like, why should I care about that? It was probably their fault for being there. They
Yeah.
will blame the
How was
victims.
she dressed?
And then some of them will probably think it's cool that he had the stamina to be banging teenagers. So, I mean, I really don't because
Oh, listen,
his
if he did, yeah.
that's what I'm saying. We're pretending though that if he did, if that came out that that happened, like I don't think he would lose too much support. I think his people are gross. I don't know what else to say, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's more likely to get taken out by his own health and mental
Right.
decline more than anything because
Right.
he was on Air Force One. He was talking about the MRI he had, and he didn't know what they were MRIing, and said it was the best MRI they've ever seen. No, they don't send you in for MRIs unless they think something's
They
fucking
do it when
wrong.
something's wrong. But like I mean, like he said it himself. I could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and not lose a supporter. Okay. He could fuck a teenage girl on Sixth Avenue and not lose too many
I could
supporters.
blow a horse on Fifth Avenue, and I won't lose supporters.
Yeah, I mean, he could do that. They'd probably think that was cool too. Oh, well, it's kind of funny him doing that. You know, he's got pretty good mouth skills. He's putting those dick sucking lips to good use.
Sure got a pretty mouth.
Right?
Oh, fuck me. God, fucking the news. So, I'm wondering what the news is fucking while we're fucking, talking about this shit. Fucking,
Something fucking ridiculous. It's gotta
yes,
be.
something fucking's going on. The good thing is SNAP benefits were turned back on, so people by tomorrow will start getting the SNAP benefits.
So they got
November.
turned on, but they had to still wait like another week before they actually
But before it
get
hits
to
the
use
count,
them.
yeah.
Oh,
Right
wow.
before it hit the count. But now what's going to happen is they're going to make everyone on SNAP reapply. Do you know how fucking long that's going to take? Because we don't want any fraud, waste, and abuse on it. Now, I'm sure there is fraud, waste, and abuse, but I'm sure the percentage is probably pretty small. I think we talked about this last week, that you can only have $100 in your account to even qualify for SNAP benefits. And if you're in the country legally, but not born here, you're cut off automatically. Even if you're working, paying taxes, and say working at Walmart or something like that, where you still need SNAP benefits, you're not going to get them.
Yeah. Well, hey, let them be the party that went ahead and did that,
Yeah.
Like okay. I mean, what you want the credit for that? Fucking take it. You know.
Yeah.
Because we all know that the majority of the people who receive SNAP benefits work. They work, they can't make ends meet still.
Yeah, it's something like 40% are children, another 18 to 20 are retired.
And then the elderly.
The elderly, yeah. So the fact of people receiving SNAP benefits that don't work is something like just only like 18%. It's a very small number.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's all fucking bullshit. And I guess we're gonna have to continue like doing food drives and stuff like that. You know. And on that note, we did a food drive a couple weeks ago, and it was fairly. I thought we did good,
Hmm.
but I wanted to make a point, and I learned a lot by reading John Finkelstein's book, Separation of Church and Hate. And if you are out there, you should go watch. He's got pay-per-view of his book event where he does a stand-up and does a Q&A about the book. And it's on pay-per-view where he didn't watch this DC. He's going to do a national book tour. Go get the book. It's a great book. But the one thing that I find that I see a lot of is people going on social media and taking a lot of credit for it, or look at what I did and look at what I did. Now, I went on social media and all I posted was thank you for the people that helped
Hmm.
this doing. I didn't really want to be look at me. I didn't even do it on my own personal Facebook page. My personal Facebook page, I promoted it, but I didn't go back and say, hey, look at here, look at what I did. And that's a reason, because we were talking, you said your favorite part of the Bible is the Sermon on the Mount.
Hmm.
Right. And what does Sermon on the Mount say about giving to the poor?
Well, I have it right here.
Look, we're prepared.
In Matthew 6, under the section Giving to the Needy, be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets, to be honored by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you.
Amen.
Amen. You don't need to fucking get credit. You don't need a pat on the back for every fucking thing you do in life. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. And
That gets overused. Oh, you deserve a pat on the back. It gets overused.
yeah.
So it's, you know.
Yeah. And if you're doing it for the right reasons, you don't need social media credit for likes and this and that.
Street cred.
Now, okay. Now this is where it's going to turn a little bit. Now I'm not going to name names. Okay.
Because she knows who she is.
If they're listening, and if other people are listening and that they know, they'll know.
Hey, she would want us to use those pronouns.
Yeah.
If she is listening.
So, one of our friends, Bridget, I'm sure they don't mind because they're a friend of the show.
We love Bridget.
Yeah, Bridget dropped off
A ton of
a lot
food.
of food.
Bridget is a very generous person.
So I had brought that over to this person that was there with us collecting that night, and then I get a message a couple hours later, and well, we're not taking any large scale donations anymore. I'm going to hand out what I have, and then we're just going to do this. And I was like, okay.
So her work is done.
Well, no, she was still going to hand out, and she was still going to help the cause, but in different ways. Okay, I'm like, okay, maybe it's got too overwhelming, whatever. You know, I didn't really question it at the time until a couple days later, when another one of our friends collected 4 bags of food and gave it to her, and she posted, "We're so thank you for this contribution. It's going to help so many, and we fed so many families today alone. And this is going to help feed so many more families." Either you're taking the donations or you're not. Now, if our fucking liberal fucking food is too good, you shouldn't have accepted it. You know, and I knew this person how they voted, okay, and I thought they were above that, or they would have changed their mind. Whatever. It's either though. You either are taking donations or you're not. And if you're not taking the donations, you should not have taken those donations because we would have donated them to other places.
Well, her posting, so she already made the decision that she was not taking the large scale and she was going to continue to help the people of her choosing.
Correct. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, fine, fine. Um, I don't know if she was then posting whenever she got this large donation again, like to boast herself and get credit and be like, oh, this is going to go to so much good use. Like, I'm going to be able to help feed so many people again so that she could feel better about herself. But then there was a gentleman on there who said, oh, wow, you're really getting food because we have asked for food and have not gotten any yet. Now, I don't want to start shit here, but, and I don't want to say his name, but did you see the guy's name? Because of the way that she votes, I'm starting to think that that's the reason why she wouldn't give him food.
I didn't know.
Because he had like a Spanish sounding last name. And if she's all for Trump, all in on Trump, and is all in on getting rid of the quote unquote, they call them illegals. I don't like to use that term. But if that's in her brain, maybe she feels that these folks do not deserve to eat. I don't know. I don't want to start any shit, but that's what I get that's what my gut's telling me.
Well,
and they say to trust your gut.
Well, yes, and to that point too is that I knew who she voted for, but I didn't know that she still supported him with a sign in front of her house.
Until you dropped off the food,
Yeah.
and she still had the Trump sign.
Yeah, and but what led me to believe why she said that they wouldn't take large scale donations from us is because we were kind of talking shit about
She
Trump.
knew. Well, the only thing that I said, because to be fair, I did not know how she voted. I assumed, which I shouldn't have, I assumed that she was with our group because everyone else there who was helping that day were people that we have protested with. Okay. So I assumed. Wrong part on me. I made a total colossal fuck up on doing that. So I had made the comment, we were sitting there talking about how this is so great, so many people are going to get helped, blah, blah, blah. And then I forget how we even got on the topic of oh, no, I do remember. It's because the SNAP benefits had gotten cut. So I kind of made a joke and I go, yeah, SNAP benefits got to get cut because the president needs a new golden ballroom. And she did not say a fucking word. And then right then, I kind of got the hint, oh, maybe she's a Trumpster, which still is fine. Okay, yeah. Maybe you feel guilty for your vote and people are going hungry and so you're trying to help out. Good. At least you're seeing the light, whatever. And even if she was still the way that she was, even if she is still proud of the way she voted, but still wanted to help people,
that's good too.
I have no fucking problem with that.
Right.
When I saw the post I didn't like her shit about trying to brag about all the shit she's doing. And she was like taking credit for the whole thing when I'm like, you had your ass walking off most of the time at it. You wanted to go enjoy the festivities and you left us there. You didn't know fucking answers to things when people came up and asked. There was a woman who came up who wanted to volunteer and help you distribute this stuff, and you were a fucking bitch to her. As far as I'm concerned, you were rude. She was like, look, my husband died a few years ago. I am retired. I would love to help you out and get meals to people who need them. I would love to be of service. I have plenty of hours during the day.
Which plays into, like, if we overwhelmed her with too much food that night, then there's your solution right there.
Why didn't you reach out? Why'd you act like a bitch? Yeah. So I started getting bad vibes with her. Then she was mean to the children who came up and asked. There was 2 teenage boys. They were collecting all the free stuff they could get from the booths. Who could blame them? But they came up and they asked a little bit about it. And I go, oh, well, we're actually taking donations for people who got their SNAP benefits cut. We're collecting canned foods or there's also like money in order to buy food. You can donate money, or they have, and he's like, well, I don't have any money on me, but I'd like to help. It's a kid saying that. So I was like, okay, well, we have like, she chimes in with, do you have Cash App? And I'm like, whoa, like, first off, I'm the one talking to this kid, not you. He's trying to be helpful. I don't think the way to be like that is to be, because at first she was like, well, do you have any money? And then when I was telling him about the whole jar situation where you can put like a couple bucks in there, and he's like, I don't have any money on me. Well, do you have Cash App? And I'm like, thinking, you need to not talk. Like, I'm trying to, he's asking, you at least give him the information. You at least treat him with respect and not shitty. You don't talk down to him because he's like, I don't think that's a good way to come across to
Right.
a kid if you're trying to teach them
Right.
stuff.
What if this kid is the next one that wants to come up and like, wow, yeah, feeding the hungry, that's a cause I can get behind, and he starts his own little social media thing with that.
What if he's a real Christian and he's like, yeah, I do believe in those Jesus fed the hungry. Maybe he was going to take it home. So I gave him the papers, handed it to him. He still took them. But I was like, it's not and she's bragging about how she has 7 kids. I'm like, you don't talk to children. I don't even have kids, but you don't talk to kids that way and treat them like that. You don't, I mean, what the hell's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Of course, they probably went to First Friday. Their parents probably gave them each like $20. They probably spent it on food and stuff there, cool stuff, and they probably ran out of their money. Then they were just going along. One of them no, both of them, each of them had like a carpet sample. I mean, they were just taking whatever the booths were given, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were there to have a good time. They were there to have a good time and socialize, but I mean, you still treat them, you don't treat them like shit for asking. And she just rubbed me the wrong way on that too.
Yeah. And hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I hope we're wrong. I hope we're wrong. I hope we're wrong and she's right.
Yeah. But
my gut doesn't tell me that. It really, I mean, she just, something that just doesn't sit well with me about her. And I don't want anything to do with her anymore. I will continue to donate to other people that
there's
are more trustworthy.
There's other resources to donate to.
Mm-hmm.
I even saw our nemesis. He had a Toys for Tots box out front of his store tonight, and
wow,
good for him.
Good for him. Yeah,
We'll
that's awesome.
Yeah,
good.
That's good. Probably the only time we'll say something like that, but
maybe he feels a little guilty too for his vote, and he's like, we don't want kids going without toys.
Yeah, and maybe it's like the Grinch story. Even Grinch has a heart,
right? Yeah.
So who knows? I guess we'll end it on this. I was waiting for Bill Maher to come on last night or the other night, Friday night. I started watching that movie Eddington.
Mm-hmm.
God, did that remind you of Kingman?
Yes.
Eddington's about COVID and how you had 2 different sides. And I think COVID was a big reason why the country fractured.
And the sheriff was anti-mask, anti all that, more into
Joaquin
a little
Phoenix.
Conspiracy-ish. And the mayor was like, about the mask mandates and keeping people safe.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Really good. It's a really good movie. It takes kind of a weird twist, but it's good. Stick with it. Highly recommend it. But it just reminded me of here, even though it was New Mexico, a fictional town in New Mexico.
Right when I saw the landscape, I was like,
well, yeah,
I knew it was New Mexico.
Well, yeah.
I'm like,
well, no, they said it was New Mexico.
Well, you didn't tell me that. You told me it was a desert town when you described it to me. So I was like, "Oh, okay." And then right when I was watching it, like you have to wait till you get so far into the movie, but when they showed the landscape, I go, "That looks like New Mexico." I'm like, "I bet you they filmed it there." And then they got into, yes, they're in New Mexico because they started talking about Albuquerque and all that. And so I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, I didn't get the town right because I've never been to that town in New Mexico, but I do have a friend who used to go there all the time. It was filmed in Truth or Consequences. How badass would that have been if they could have named it that? But you
Yeah, yeah,
can't for legal reasons. But I'm like, that would have been the perfect fucking name for that show, though.
yeah,
Truth or Consequences.
yeah. What a fucking twisted fucking movie that was, but it was so.
It was I
It was
would
really
rate it
so.
an 8. Like
Yeah,
it was a good
yeah.
movie.
No, I don't think it's quite Oscar worthy,
No,
but
but it was a good movie. I
it's
mean,
good.
because for where we live, it's like I live in a town like this. Like I live in like it was very relatable
Yeah,
to us.
yeah, and even the protesters, you kind of like, I know that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the thing about the movie was like movies are supposed to make you relate to characters or feel sorry for characters or whatever. The only characters I really felt sorry for were the mayor and his son. I didn't feel like a stronger connection. I didn't like the sheriff. I also didn't think that, what happened to him should have happened to him, but I didn't really feel sorry for him, until the very, very end. That's the
Yeah,
only time I really felt sorry for him.
yeah,
But I was like, it didn't have that. Like, okay, here's a perfect example. Another New Mexico show, Breaking Bad. I felt for characters in that. Like you feel really bad for some of them and you're rooting for even the characters who are bad, you still
yeah,
understand and feel for them. There's more of a connection. For me, there just wasn't that with this. I think if there would have been, I would have rated it high, but it was still good. And 8 is still a good
yeah,
score. You know what I mean? Out of 10.
yeah. And my Patriots are back.
I know.
Who would have thought?
Have they have the Patriots had to play any good teams
Yeah,
though?
the Bills and the Buccaneers.
Oh, and they beat both of
Yeah,
them? Okay. Because I was like, it was like I never know with like some of the divisions in the NFL. Some of them seem very unfair. Like there's some where you're like they've got like a ton of good teams in, and then there's some where it's like there's so many suck ass teams. You're like, how in the fuck is this team going to the playoffs? Where you're just like, what?
fuck. Speaking of suck, what happened to the Cardinals this year?
Well, what do you mean about this year? I mean, the Cardinals, last time the Cardinals were really good, fucking Fitzgerald and Warner were on the team. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? I mean, yeah.
all right. Well, your homework assignment before the next episode is you got to watch Fugelsang's pay-per-view,
Yeah,
and you have to watch One Battle After Another.
I'm gonna try to watch that too.
Highly recommended. The problem is it's another one of those. It's like almost 3 hours, but it doesn't seem like it.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I might have to watch it in 2 parts,
yeah, but
you know.
very very good movie. And that one I would say is Oscar worthy. I'm having a hard time thinking whether that or Sinners is the movie of the year.
Well, you already said too, didn't you say that Leonardo DiCaprio's in it?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's on my list.
yeah.
Even though I'm too old for him. But let's just say this. We are the same age, but I am fucking too old for him, okay?
Oh, he's a little bit grimy in this one though.
I like him though. I like him. I like him ever since he got like meat on his bones.
Oh,
I wasn't a fan of him like in Titanic. He was too skinny. I liked it. I thought he was great in it. I thought he was a good actor, but I wasn't like totally like, how you doing?
how you
Until he got like weight on him, and then I'm like, oh, how you doing?
and Sean Penn, fucking what an asshole in this movie. But it's kind of like one of
But
those
you know what
good
though?
assholes.
That he's like he's so talented. He will never get typecast, but he's got that asshole fucking look about him. I mean, he's just his look is kind of like an asshole.
Yeah,
So
even Fast Times, I thought Spicoli looked like an asshole.
he looked like, yeah, even though he was like mellow and,
Yeah.
hey dude, let's party.
No wonder,
Yeah.
no wonder Mr. Hand was pissed at him all the time.
I know.
He just looked
Or
like
what
a
it was,
jerk.
hey bud, let's party.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Or Mystic River. God, that was a fucking good movie.
Is that my daughter in there? Oh my god. That movie was a fucking really good movie.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie.
All right. So, well, shit. It's a fucking. We'll cut this one a little bit short because it's a Turkey Award season, and we gotta get working on our Turkey Awards.
We got planning to do.
We got a whole gaggle of turkeys. What's a group of turkeys called?
A gaggle, I think.
Gaggle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a lot of turkeys this year.
And it's crazy because one turkey that normally makes the year every year is not going to be on there this year.
What?
I don't want to give anything else away, but we're going to leave it at that. We're going to end it on
I
that.
don't know.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble,
Gobble, gobble.
All right. Fucking on that note, we'll talk to you next week.
Bye, y'all.